everything about you automatically.
那所有 Prabhupada 的直接的门徒都知道，很清楚的知道 ，Prabhupada 非常清楚的了解你，知道你的心里在想什么，知道你脑袋在做什么，在想什么，一切，就好像把你看透、看穿了。
Because he was in constant touch with Krishna in the heart. He could see Krishna everywhere, and he could talk to Krishna in the heart. Krishna would tell him anything he needed to know.
因为 Prabhupada 一直都是在跟 Krishna 接触的，然后随时都在跟 Krishna 在一起，然后跟 Krishna 接触，一直他是非常纯粹，所以呢 ，Krishna 在他心里会告诉他，他想要知道的是任何呢，他必须要知道，他想要知道的是 Krishna 都会在心里跟 Prabhupada 讲，让他知道一切。
There was one miracle which happened in New York City in the early days.
在早期的时候，曾经在纽约的时候有一个奇迹。
I heard it from Mukunda Swami writes about it, but I heard it from many devotees because I served in the Brooklyn, New York temple for some time.
那这个是 Mukunda Swami 自己有写下来，我也从很多奉献者那边听过，因为当时呢，我在这个纽约的庙里服务了几年。
The late Ramananda, the big B, he also wrote about it and talked about this.
那包括另外一个门徒 Ramananda 呢，他也说起这些事，然后他自己也写出来。
Big B.
他身体很壮。
No, he was called the Big B, Ramananda.
他们叫他大 B， 因为有好几个人可能有 B 开头的名字。
So they were coming out of a building. It was some business related to producing records. They were coming out of a building and had a huge turnstile, a glass door, turns and spins, you know. Not New York Temple, big building in New York City. They were doing some producing a record business there, and they were leaving the building.
当时呢，奉献者在做，就说唱片做了一些唱片的生意，然后他们到一个纽约一个商业大厦，然后这个大门是旋转式的，就是这样一直转一片一直转的。
You know the doors, you've seen them.
那种有些大的建筑物是那种。
So you walk in one section, and then it's turning, and you have to follow the turning to exit the door. Right?
所以一个一个就跟着要这样转才能进到门，然后就这样转那个推过去。
So one man got in the door after Prabhupada, and somehow or other blocked the door and stopped it from turning. So Prabhupada was trapped inside of 1/4 of the door, and he could not get out.
所以呢，那个旋转门一般是三个页面或是4个叶片那刚好有一个门徒跟着 Prabhupada 走，那不小心呢，他走在Prabhupada 门后面，然后不晓得怎么把那个门卡住了，然后 Prabhupada 就卡在那个旋转门的一个部分。
So while Brahmananda and the other devotees were talking about, oh, what do we do? It's stuck. How do we get the man out so Srila Prabhupada can get out?
那这个时候
Brahmananda
他们就说怎么办啊？这个门卡住了，不能动啦，就是说怎么样把Prabhupada弄出来啦，把这个弄出来啊，这些事。
So they could not unstick the door, so they went around to the side and went out a different door, a regular door. The devotees went around a regular door to try to pull open the door and let Srila Prabhupada out of the turning door.
所以呢，后面的一些奉献者就从另外一种比较旁边的门，不是旋转门这样进去，然后想从另外一边呢来推这个旋转门，想说这样子让 Prabhupada 可以走出来。
And Prabhupada was there smiling. The door was still stuck, and the other man was still stuck in the door.
那 Prabhupada 就站在那边笑着，因为那个门卡住不动，可是 Prabhupada 站在那边笑着，然后后面那个人也是站在那边看着。
So these kinds of little miracles, he did this. Cities, he did these things all the time, but he did not talk about them, so we also did not talk about them. Prabhupada did.
Still standing there.
No, that Leela is over. He did strange things like this, mystic power, cities like this, all the time. But he never talked about it. So we also followed his in suit. We also did not talk about it very much.
那泡泡有时候做很特别的奇迹的事，或是一般人不知道为什么的事，像这一类突然间停住的或什么状况，那泡泡就站在那边笑，然后或是怎么样啊，很多人都不知道。那我们跟在泡泡旁边，我们看到这些事情，我们也不会去说，泡泡也不会把它说出来，因为泡泡真的有很多很神奇的力量。
Any disciple can tell you when Srila Prabhupada looked at you, you knew he was looking at you, the soul, and he could see and know everything about you.
每个跟泡泡的直接的门徒都有这种经验，可以告诉你们，当泡泡看你的时候，你就知道泡泡在看你，而且不是看你在外面，是看灵魂。他知道你里面在进行什么，在想什么，在做什么，泡泡一眼就看穿了。
And usually when he wanted something and he prayed for it, it happened. It came.
当泡泡他想要什么，泡泡去祈祷，而且呢就会出现。
Anyway, I could talk about that for 5 hours, so we're out of time. It's getting late. We're
当
going
然
to
我可以
have to
讲泡
stop.
泡的一些神奇的事，可以讲5个小时都讲不完，但是因为时间关系，就先到这边。
Is that okay?
可以吗？
Unless you have a Yoga said no. Unless you have an important, super important question.
除非你有非常重要的问题，超级重要的。
Okay. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. We'll stop here.
对，是Prabhupada在。